So this Nigerian woman who lived in South Africa as an undocumented foreigner for 11 years has shared her own harrowing personal account upon her return to Nigeria in Lagos under Nigeria's voluntary repatriation program. In this video you're about to watch, which I believe is going viral now on social media, she described multiple struggles, including an incident after giving birth where a nurse allegedly instructed her to clean her own postpartum blood from the hospital floor when the South African nurse discovered that she's not South African, she's Nigerian or a foreigner. While she was bleeding, she just gave birth, she was forced to clean her own blood. To tell you that some of these people who came out, who are carrying out this movement or protest, they are demons. They are not human beings. You look at them, they have moved away from even animals. We relate with human beings better.
I've been in South Africa for 11 years, and those 11 years I would describe them as traumatic years because I didn't have permit all throughout those 11 years. The same thing with my husband. My husband was in South Africa for 12 years because I and my son, we went to meet him in 2015. So since then, it has been from one struggle to another, no job, no stable job because there was no permit. Then hatred, no health care for foreigners. I can say that. I gave birth to two of my daughters in South Africa. I had my son here in Nigeria before moving to join my husband in South Africa in 2015. When I gave birth to my first daughter, I felt so bad because on the day that I gave birth, I was asked to clean the hospital floor because I was bleeding. Immediately I gave birth, I started bleeding. So one of the nurses came there. The moment she was talking to me in one of their languages, and she noticed that I couldn't respond. So that tells her that I am a foreigner. So she started telling me to clean the floor. Can you imagine that trauma? That psychological trauma that I'm not wanted here. I'm being treated as if I'm not human just because I'm not a South African. So I can begin to recount several experiences, bad ones at that, just being a foreigner.
Africa is not safe, and because they see that we Nigerians, we are very hardworking, they are very lazy, they don't work, they don't do anything, so they think Nigerians are taking their job, so they started this match and match thing in South Africa that they go around with weapon and all the rest, so we have to just leave and for our safety, I left back my things, my business, but I'm begging Nigerian government if they can assist us financially for us to start our business back in Nigeria.
We're profiling. I lost money, I lost property, I lost my wife, I lost my son over there. I swear to God, South Africa is not a country.
It's not a country.
I swear.
Africa is. My name is Marabuchuku John Okeke from John Okeke from Anambra State, Oxigoroka government.
Where were you based in South Africa?
I based in Johannesburg, Joburg South, Tarfantin.
So Santos, are you happy to be back in Nigeria?
Yeah, I'm very happy because a lot have been going there. I'm very, very happy to come back with my life because a lot of people that will go through this process, some of them couldn't make it. Some passed away yesterday. 2 were killed yesterday. One was killed in Pretoria, one was killed in Jamestown because of all this Abraham. Yeah, so I'm really happy to come back with my life.
Sorry, how long have you been?
I've been in South Africa for over 7 years, since 2019, February 25.
Okay, do you have the necessary papers, documents to be in South Africa?
Yes, I have my passport is valid. The ASRAM, I have ASRAM, but before we travel, we have to cancel the ASRAM by Home Affairs before they can process your TC.
Now, when you were in South Africa during this whole saga, were you under any kind of threat, and what?
A lot of threats. Even where I'm staying, you can't sleep with 2 eyes closed. You can't sleep with 2 eyes closed. You can't walk by the street. When you are walking by the street, you have to be looking at your back in case. And those police people and use that thing like to make it like they open a business for them. Because even when they show you, even when you show them your document, they still want money from you. So I would say there is a lot of threat, and government are not doing anything. Their government are not doing anything about it. Some people will walk through this process. One of us passed away yesterday because of this process. They was hitting the guy with their stick, and the guy passed away yesterday night. And also on Nigerian embassy, one guy was also robbed there, and they couldn't do anything. And policemen were parking there, they couldn't do anything for that. So I'm very happy to come back with my life.
Right now, I feel relieved that I'm back home, because actually I've spent about 14 years in South Africa without being, without being in Nigeria for so long. So I've spent about 14 years in South Africa. So right now that I found this opportunity to come back home, I think I'm happy, I'm relieved, I'm safe also. I'm back home here, to start over again, because actually what happened to me in South Africa is terrible. Like what I'm trying to say is that I can't explain everything, because what I'm trying to say is that it's too much for me. The first attack I had with South African citizens was about 9 years ago. They destroyed my shop, they burned my properties. Then I have to start over again. Then after some years, about 5 years, they still came back again and burned everything down. They really attacked me, they beat me up. Then what happened that year, it was terrible for me. I have to run for my life. I have to change the province that I was staying. Then I have to relocate somewhere else. Still, they were still chasing us. They said that we Nigerians, we must go back. I've been to South Africa. I've been staying there for about 14 years. I was doing my business, legit business. I was doing an electrical job. I repair phones and I sell phone accessories. I've never committed any offense in South Africa. What I'm trying to say is that, even the police, they know that, because when I went to police station to do fingerprints, they couldn't find any problem with me. Understand what I'm trying to say? So, which means that I have never committed any crime in South Africa. But they keep chasing us Nigerians. They say that we must go back home. I don't know the reason why.
I experienced a lot. I swear to God, South Africa is not a country.
It's not a country.
I swear.
South Africa is a zoo.
South Africa is not a country. South Africa is a zoo. I've been in South Africa now 12 years.
What was your most difficult moment in South Africa?
Since when I've been in South Africa, everything difficult. I lost everything. I lost money, I lost property, I lost my wife, I lost my son over there. 3 years old today. Imagine, birthday today. And it's today they are chasing us. South Africa will never see forgiveness in this world. I swear. They will lack of everything. I swear.
My name is Emanuela Kabusu. Then I went to South Africa, so thinking I'm going to make money in South Africa, but that place is no place to go. It's not safe. We face a lot of difficulties because we Nigerians, we are very hardworking, but them, they are very, very lazy. So they think maybe Nigerians were taking their jobs, we're taking their wives, and whatever, So now they call something match and match, and that match and match thing is, they start shouting at the streets, parabolating around saying that we should amber. Amber means leave my country. So then we are not safe. Even where we are sleeping, our eyes is not closed because we are scared. So then we have to just come back home. No place like home.
My name is Samuel. I previously worked with MTN customer care service, so an opportunity came there to work with another SIM card company. So I decided to have another level of experience. So I went there to do that. When you're in an environment that you feel your life and property is no more safe, I think the best thing is for you to just leave that environment. You understand? We've been hearing it because I based in Cape Town, but there are some places where the attack is getting hotter. You understand? And all these people, they know where foreigners are. By the time they speak their language to you, you're unable to respond. They already know you're a foreigner. Even looking at you, they already know you're a foreigner. So they give themselves tips. They can just say, okay, go to so place, there is a foreigner there, and they drag you out, start insulting you, go back home, do this, do that, we're gonna kill you, and you know, you can't wait until they kill you and before you take the necessary action. So, and that's why I find myself here.
Okay, thank you very much. What was your experience like coming back, and at what point did you decide you need to come back home?
Coming back to Nigeria, I'm very, very happy that I'm home. No place like home. I decided to come back home because of my life. So I don't want to lose my life in South Africa. South Africa is not a place to stay. It's not safe.
What was your experience like? At what point did South Africa become unsafe to you?
When I'm seeing this issue of match and match, you know, those Zulu guys, you know, parading around with weapons and all the rest, so I was scared. So I had to leave.
So what do you think? What do you think life looks like now, starting after? What comes to your mind? Are there fears? Are there hope? Are you happy back home? What really will you say is your experience now that you're back?
I'm very happy coming back to Nigeria because if the Nigerian government can assist me financially to start up my life again, like doing business again, I'll be very, very happy.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. So that's some of the things. I don't know if we have more questions for her from the studio.
No, I think that was okay. I mean, she spoke to, I think, the experience that so many people have. I think we have time for just one more question with you, Joseph, before we let you go. Is there a sense that Lagos itself is ready to accommodate all of these people, or will they sort of, you know, Lagos is the starting point, but then they'll eventually go to their respective states, or are they here to stay?
Yeah, what if the federal government agencies that are here, the state governors, government representatives that are here are promising this returnee is that they are going to take care of their needs, they're going to ensure that they are properly profiled, and also they're going to see how they can be given temporary accommodation pending when they can be moved back to their loved ones. They have also been even non-governmental organizations that have promised fund starter pack relief, and several of them are ongoing. But that is all we can promise for now. That is all we can get from these agencies for now, that definitely something will be done. Definitely they would make sure that they get temporary accommodation, and eventually they will be properly reintegrated into the society.
Thank you so much for that, Joseph.
Yes, if you listen to these stories, I mean, the experiences shared by not just Nigerians, other African nations, black Africans, you see that these people are damnable. They have committed, a crime that deserves them to be prosecuted. But the government of South Africa is doing nothing. They've turned deaf ears, turned blind eyes to. And I'm glad we're in the 21st century. Everything is recorded. The whole world is seeing. This is not in the Stone Age. This is 21st century. Everything, every form of crime that these South Africans are carrying out against fellow Africans is being televised. It's being recorded. And the whole world is seeing the evil that is inborn in some of these people. They are not talking. It's not about jobs. This is high level of wickedness. It's not about joblessness. It's not about the rhetorics. They are doing drugs. They are doing this. It's just nonsense, undocumented, and so what? South Africa made it so difficult. Imagine since 2015, they made it so difficult for you to even get a paper to become documented in South Africa. So how on earth are they now carrying out wicked behavior against their fellow Africans? So for me, I don't really know why Nigerians and other black Africans there is no job in South Africa. If you don't have any proof, you should listen to all these experiences that these Nigerians, Ghanaians, Malawians, Zimbabweans are sharing. There is no job there. And it's difficult for you to get job there as a foreigner. So why are they still staying there? I can't wrap it around my head. I find it difficult to understand. Whenever I listen to these people, I end up being angry. Why do you have to stay for 11 years? Nigeria is better when it comes to do with job. I watch some videos. You look at them. They are telling young, enterprising black Africans that you need a license to run a hair salon. I've never heard of it. In America, in Europe, there is no place. Even our guys in Canada and USA, they are running hair salon in their rooms, in their apartments, and no one is disturbing them. But in South Africa, you need to get government license to run a hair salon, to open a beauty salon shop. You could imagine. These people created their own job. They said foreigners are taking their jobs. Now that the foreigners are leaving, we will live to see what they are going to make of the now opportunity that is available for them. They don't just want to work. They want grants. They want money to be, deposited in their account every month, because they are born free. They are special breed of people in the world. Our beautiful country. You don't need to tell us your country is beautiful. Other people will need to tell you. And the story that these black Africans, Nigerians, other black Africans are telling us, the country is not beautiful. Beauty is not in building. Beauty is in character. Beauty is in behavior. In your relationship with people, it's not beautiful. There's nothing beautiful about what they are doing. There's nothing beautiful about the hostility they have shown to their fellow black Africans. So I don't know why. I just heard of Big Joe, Nigerian businessman that was killed 2 days ago, just a day or 2 days before the June 30 verdict march and march. Why do you still have to stay there? Why can't you leave alive? Auction this shop, sell it. And the worst thing is that these people don't even have money to buy the shops. These Africans spent, worked hard, set up these businesses, and the business grew and maybe become what it is today. If you want them to leave, why can't you offer them, a kind of maybe trade by barter? You give them money and get the shops. Even if you are buying it at a cheaper rate, offer them something. Somebody cannot labor all his sweat, and then you are telling the person to go. And they bought these shops, bought these properties, have legal documents. They bought it from South Africans. So this is one of the worst things I've seen that is done to humanity. And you see some people, if the government of South Africa really want to work, the first thing they should have done is to go and get these Jacinta and Gomez Zuma arrested. Get other ones in Gizwe or whatever thing they call them. Get them arrested. Let them be sued. But they leave them. They are carrying out more. What they don't understand. Now, I watched the videos of their march and march yesterday. It affected a lot of South Africans. You've seen the video trending. Songa women were attacked. Songa people were attacked. And they are called Songa. They say they don't belong to South Africa. And you can't end there. If they allow this nonsense to continue, it will be a tribal war in the country. They thought it's only going to end at illegal foreigners. Now they made it clear that they don't just want any foreigner. It's not about legal or whether you're documented or not. They don't just want you in the country. But we have South Africans in Nigeria, all over Africa working. South African businessmen and women, they have their businesses all over Africa, and they have their people, working there as heads of units. No one is disturbing them. So every Nigerian alive should just do himself or herself a favor. Leave this damn country. It's time to leave. You can't continue to stay there. Except you want to return in a body bag. Leave the place. But now our Nigerians don't listen. They don't want to listen. I can't continue to listen to these stories or these experiences. It makes the ear to tingle.